Harry, something must be going on. 4 biotechs popped all at once. They're all strong. ARQT, IONS, ADMA, and ARWR. Yep, I remember all of them. Yeah, ARQT bouncing. IONS, I don't know, are they all working on the same kind of products? Yeah, funny, all popping on this one candle. Conference going on, yeah, something's doing it, that's for sure. Completely out of sync with the market. Yeah, but that's, for biotechs, that's not uncommon, I don't think. Okay, for you YouTube folks, I gotta pop in the disclaimer one more time here. Sorry for that, but let me put it over here. Again, YouTube folks, this is our disclaimer. All signals and trading opportunities we provide here are for educational and demonstration purposes only. Trading is very risky, so you should never trade with more money than you can afford to lose. And neither myself or Right Line Trading are licensed financial advisors, so we won't be giving financial advice. Okay, that's the disclaimer. Again, this is not financial advice. All right, let's see this pulling back a little bit. Again, I took UNH for an intraday trade here. Let's see how it goes. Markets has been pretty gapped up this morning, moved up nicely at the open, and right now it's just pulling back pretty hard. Back below the VWAP, pulling down, definitely shifting back down, and the market internals are moving back down as well. The market coming down, a little bit of profit taking going on. See where we go here in the market now. And here's the open this morning, and this is a gap fill right down here. So there are ways to follow to the gap fill. market internals coming in as well. So get some selling going on here. Again, I'm just giving these markets some time here. Giving the market some time to digest what's happening. Again, UNH pull back a little bit. Again, I'm in next week's calls on this, so I can actually swing it if I want to. Especially if this, as long as UNH stays above this 8 exponential moving average right here. But watch the SPY for any kind of a bounce here again. Completely different day from yesterday. Yesterday we had grinding, we had green arrows, green candlesticks, and they continued. If you look back on yesterday, this was the open yesterday, pulled down, and then we ground up, and we kept grinding up all day long. So we got the tariff flush, and then today we gapped up, moved up a little bit, and now we've been moving down all day. So a little bit different. But again, I'm not going to chase the market short here right now. Now we just wait for a while, see what happens. And I'm staying in UNH. Sandisk and those were just too expensive on the options. It's holding up pretty nicely here with good relative strength. Tesla pulling back now. GLW chopping back down again. ABBV having but bounced a little bit when the market pulled back. Very strange. Right, so just gotta watch. Looking for some stocks, but I gotta wait to see what the market does here now. I don't really have any kind of a feel for direction today. UNH, Sergio, done 24th next week. Hey Frank, if I reviewed STX, I missed it. Yeah, STX. Let me look at STX. All right, I did review it. I'll review it again. You're talking about a PBO and an STX. Not yet. I mean, this is not. It's pulling back, but this is not a PBO. It's not a pullback opportunity. It's just a pullback. You got to get a bounce up above the 8 and 15 and a close above there. All right. And UNH, again, I took the 357.50s calls for next week. For next week on UNH, and looking for a bounce up toward the top of the gap. Again, it's trading at 362.05 right now. I paid what I paid for those options. UNH, I paid 11.20. They're at 10.55 right now after this little pullback. SPY still coming in. Okay, a few more questions. HIMS, relative strength, but D1 in compression. Okay, HIMS, yeah. Again, another pretty volatile stock, and the whole chart's in compression here. Again, maybe you can day trade something like this, but I mean, I don't. This is just, you can see it's just inside this range here, up and down, up and down, up and down. So I'm not, and it can be news driven. So I'm really not. I'm not interested in trading that particular stock right now. CLS relative strength, Shy, CLS. Yeah, Celestica, it does have relative strength. Again, it also has been in a fairly long compression here, trying to break out. Got to break out right about where it is right now, but it did that and pulled back again. So, just watching. Technology fairly strong today. SPY coming in still. CRISPR staying relative strength. Do you like it today, CRISPR? Yeah, CRISPR looks pretty good. It's bouncing off. It's a PBO bouncing up, so that part of it's pretty nice. Let's get this PBO right here as it moves up. Likely the top of this candle is going to be the next resistance level right here. Problem right now with anything is the market. Again, the market is just not not maintaining the bullishness we had this morning. SPY's still up 0.45%, but not as much as it was. This Q's also coming in, and IWM also coming in. So market internals, by the way, are right now coming in. They're trending down. Quantums are starting to pull back from the highs. SPY in the gap. Yep. Yep, market coming in. Again, we had to wait to see now if we get turning into a bearish trend there, or this is just chop. Don't know yet. We had quite a lot of compression here, and now it's just moving back down again. Again, I'm in UNH, and likely will hold it. It's pulling back some right now. But some selling in the market right now. SPY coming right up on the 8 exponential moving average and the 15 and the algo line. A lot of support for the SPY right down here. Moved through it yesterday, pulled back, and today gapped up above yesterday's high and yesterday's close. We pulled gap here, didn't quite get to the top of that candle, and now we pull back right to the 8 and 15 again. So it's hard to trade the indexes right now because of the support that they're on. Do we have any YouTube folks with any questions? SPY trying to bounce off the bottom here. Again, it's right down to the 8 exponential moving average on the SPY. 8 exponential moving average on the SPY is 664.64. So we're just above that now. Anybody watching on YouTube? For some reason, I lost my chat ability on there right now. I don't know why, but the chat box is gone. So unfortunately, I can't see any questions that come in. I don't know why that is. It was there earlier. All right, see if we have any questions here in the room. About 11:58, 2 minutes at 12 right now. Market pulling back. Haven't heard my dog in a while. Oh, he's here. Still trading Chewy, Roger. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, Chewy been really compressing pretty for a long time here now since earnings. Okay, so SPY pulling in, trying to bounce a little bit. Again, so I took UNH long. Whoops, UNH long right here. Pull back a little bit. Still got it long. Likely hold it overnight. SanDisk has had relative strength. Still looking pretty good on this. Just the options are so difficult to trade. They're too expensive. ABBV having a weak day, but kind of settling in a little bit now. And GLW also trying to bounce a little bit. Okay, be right back. Wanna go outside? Wanna go outside? Ruth's upstairs. Ruth's upstairs. Wanna go see Ruth? No? Okay. Don't go. I don't care. All right, back here. And here comes the bounce in GLW. That's nice. What's the SPY doing? Trying to bounce as well. Again, bounce bringing right off the 8 exponential moving average on the SPY. So the SPY trying to come up a little bit here. It's about 12:11 right now. Again, I can't see any questions on the YouTube feed. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened to it, but seems to have disappeared for some reason. So it's about 12:13. Market trying to bounce a little bit, but this is pretty poor price action here right now. Um, market internals is coming back up again. Market's starting to get back up again. Again, I'm very hesitant to go bearish in anything right now. I am in UNH, which has pulled back quite a bit from the time I get into it. Stacked down to 359 right now, but I'm holding on to the calls for next week. UNH, I'm down about $200 a contract on those right now. A little less. But I'm gonna wait through the day, see what it does. All right, see if we have any questions here as we move along toward lunchtime. Arisha, out of curiosity, you took the 115, 114 on SanDisk? Okay. 115, 114, okay. Only one contract? Yeah. We're just able to buy it back for a penny. Very nice. Yeah, well, you know, you would, I think, I forget what was your expiration date on that? Was this week? Stock moves a lot, so yeah. 115, 114, you got I think 25 cents, yeah. October 24th, and it's still a penny, yeah. That's a pretty nice trade for you right there. You made almost the max profit on it. And a lot of that has to do with the spreads on these things. The spreads on these are extremely wide. But that ended up being a nice trade. It's still moving up here pretty nicely as the market is trying to find a little bit of a bottom here. Again, we're still up on the day, 0.5% on the SPY. And when you get into a trade like that, Arisha, and expiration next week, and you can get all that profit in a couple hours, yeah, you take it for sure. Nice job. Very nice trade. Market internals moving back up again. Momentum on SPY moving back up again. You got a 15 coming up. You do have some resistance here in the VWAP, of course. You don't have a lot of room here. This line's going to go away here the next time I do an update on this thing. This 50-day SMA is going away. I'm sorry on YouTube, folks. I don't have any ability to see questions today for some reason. I don't know why that disappeared, but it did. So hopefully it'll be back to normal tomorrow. We've had an interesting day in the market. Market gapped up, moved up nicely for the first half an hour. We have a nice SPY super system trader right there. It was good for about $100 a contract right there on those candles, and then we flattened out, and then we pulled back, and now we're just kind of chopping around. All the indexes doing about the same thing. All right, can look for some additional stocks here that maybe some day trades on. I have one on UNH, which has gone back against me. It's actually down 21 cents for the day now, putting in a doji right on the 8 exponential moving average. But again, I got next week's, and I still like this gap fill, and I still like it's bullish. We had a pullback here, and that was Friday. That was on the tariff stuff, and it's holding the 15 fine. So I'll still stay in it. SanDisk is really nice, but trading options is a little tough because the prices on them, the implied volatility is huge. The prices are very, very expensive. I was just looking at that what Arisha had talked about on that the SanDisk one. He did a put credit spread on it for next week. I think a 116, 115. Was that right? October 24th, Arisha. Yeah, 115, 114 on SanDisk. So that was way out of the money, and you get 25 cents, which is pretty good. You only need to get 20 cents to justify it, and he was way down here, but he took it off already for a penny. This move up really wiped out the premium on that pretty fast. And again, the spread is so wide that it's pretty interesting. So what I did was I tried to see what kind of premium I could collect on next week's 120, 119. Right, 120, 119. Very risky here because we're just talking about support down here. But it's interesting that on that SanDisk 120, 115, 120, 119 that I just did, I got a oops, no, never mind, didn't get filled. Never mind. Sorry about that. False alarm. I'm trying to get off the bottom here. SPY and Q both coming right off the 8, but again, we get very tight resistance levels here right now. Again, the SPY came right down to the 8 exponential moving average and bounced right off of that. So we're trying to recover here. Okay, check for some more questions. Again, YouTube folks, I have no ability to see the questions today for some reason. So I'm sorry about that. SanDisk 121.19 put credit spread. Is that what you're talking about? 121.19. Yeah, I thought I was got filled on it, but I didn't. I think it's only paying about 12 cents or something. CNDES still running up. UNH pulling back a bit today after I bought it. Still kind of weak. GLW up about a little over 2%. ABBV down about 0.8% right now. Last, it's the SPY trade. Okay, sorry. SPY setups are only valid for intraday or for swing and longer term. Well, the setups we talk about on the 5-minute chart here, all right, these like the SPY super system setup back here this morning, all right, this bounce on, let's take SPY up. Let's actually take a look at the indexes. This was a SPY super system setup that's off the 5-minute chart. Now the daily chart, when you're trying to swing something, you have to switch to the daily chart, and you've got to look at the current time frame momentum and the multi-time frame momentum. These need to be aligned. So you see on the SPY right now, you don't have agreement on the current time frame momentum and the multi-time frame momentum. So you can't take that as a swing. Now some of these other ones that look pretty good, let me click on Roblex. Right, this is something that could be taken as a swing, but you have to be careful here. It's extended, but notice it's green and blue. So that's a swing trade you could take. DG, you can't take it. You see the DG, Dollar General, got red up here and blue here. Current time frame momentum, multi-time frame momentum, they don't agree on the daily chart. This is where your swing information comes from. Now, when you're trading off the 5-minute chart, which would be your just your intraday, quick intraday trades off the SPY or any stocks, then this is what you use. Current time frame momentum, and you look for a bounce off of the VWAP or the 15 EMA, or a move up to it and pulling it down if you're going short. All right. Does that answer the question you were posing, Elias? CNDISC up 244, still going. Again, options very expensive, but I mean the stock's moving a lot. So. Very slow moving here. I'm gonna go ahead and get some lunch here, I think, and market just drifting sideways. So I'll go ahead and shut down the YouTube feed. Listen, I'm sorry about the fact that I couldn't see any questions today on YouTube. I'm sorry. Thanks very much for being here. I know we had a lot of people over there, so I appreciate it. Hopefully they'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what I did or what happened to mess it up, but I will. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Market very untradable right now. Very low probability trading environment, and we'll see where we go later on today. So listen, have a great afternoon and a great evening, YouTubers. We'll see you back here tomorrow for another exciting day. And